Hey, what's up guys? I'm Jay Clark, I'm a filmmaker here in Houston, Texas. I've been shooting with the GH4 for the last 2 years. We're gonna go ahead and get into some of the specs of the GH5 that just came out. The fact that now we can shoot 4K and also get that really clean slow-mo that's a big plus. That's one of the main features I'm most excited about. I shoot a lot of weddings, so having a dual card slot is a big time saver. Things happen on the spot, things happen fast. When your memory card runs out of space and you have to switch cards, it takes up time. Being a GH4 user for so long, one thing that was really important to me as well was the fact that they kept the same battery. For one, it saved me money. It's just very easy to, to be able to use the same batteries on the same camera. Panasonic batteries rock, man. They last forever. I probably go through at the most 2 batteries for like a full day of shooting. I shoot with the Sony primarily, the A65 and A63, and they shoot at 120 at 1080. And that slow motion's good. For weddings, promos, music videos, whatever you're doing, that 120 always comes in handy and makes your shot that much more clean. But one thing that I am kind of sketchy about is I'm really hoping that you're able to play it back in real time. Because with the GH4, when you was able to shoot at 96 frames per second, you weren't able to capture the audio. And for a lot of shoots, I like to have that option whether if I want to actually play it in live time or if I want to actually slow it down. So hopefully they give us that option. It won't be a deal breaker for me, but it's like, I don't know. Like I said, we have to see. I'm not a fan of the 6K, man. I'm not, nothing against it personally. It's just 4K is good. I feel like nobody's gonna know the difference between a 4K image and a 6K image unless you premiering your films at the theater or something. Like, I don't get it. So, I mean, it's cool that they got the 6K in there, but I'm not excited. So they decided to add in-body stabilization to the GH5, which is also a really big deal for me. For a lot of people, nobody wants jerky footage. The fact that they added that in there, I think is a big plus. Whether you're shooting documentaries, shooting live events, sometimes when you're just on the go, you don't have time to carry a tripod or a stabilizer or whatever it is. You want to just pick up the camera and get your shot. So the fact that they added that in, I love it. Certain lenses have IS and some lenses don't have IS. Or OSS, whatever you want to call it. I have a lot of prime lenses that don't have IS, and the fact that I can be able to put that on my GH5 and still get that stabilization is a big deal for me. Whenever it comes to lenses and in-body stabilization, the price jacks up when they put the IS on that thing. So the fact that I get to put any lens on the body and still have that stabilized shot makes a big difference, It makes your work look more professional. So the fact that you can preview the LUT on the camera, that's a big deal, man. Because whenever you're working with different clients, sometimes they don't see the final image like how we see it. And the fact that you can show it to them already color graded and contrasted and everything, they can kind of get a glimpse of what the final product will look like. What first attracted me to the GH4 a couple years ago was mainly the 4K. It was the fact that they did 1080 at 60 frames per second, and at the price point it had. It was almost like too good to be true at the time. I know a lot of people remember it was like a big rave about the GH4 when it came out. Still one of my favorite cameras for the price point. I'm really excited about the GH5. Can't wait till it releases in March. That's what I heard. Once it come out, I'm definitely copping it. Please subscribe to the channel. Please leave your feedback, what you think. This is one of my first time doing these kind of videos, so I would love to get you guys' input, on what you guys would like to hear more of or what I could do better to make, better content for you guys. So yeah, peace.